The Mankato area 77 Lancers marching band is teaming up with the Maverick Machine for the second time around.
The two marching ensembles are collaborating to get the Maverick faithful ready for the first football game and raise some money. Randall Gim has more.
Minnesota State University musicians filled the Sports Dome Wednesday afternoon. String players plucking and bowing in the lobby, but inside the dome, Maverick Machine director Michael Thursby is helping his team work out the details.
4 steps and each gets 2 counts.
So it's a lot of work behind the scenes to get the uniforms and the instruments and everything. It takes almost all summer.
Thursby has been prepping for the second annual Pies in the Park event, which is a collaborative performance between the 77 Lancers and the Maverick Machine.
They're really proud to be a part of this community, and they represent us at a super high level. The Lancers just won a state championship last year, and that's a really awesome thing. And the Maverick Machine has been internationally traveling, so we're really proud to represent this community.
This event helps raise money for these musicians to help them keep on marching.
And we sell pie by the slice, so you can come and get a piece of pie, and 100% of those proceeds go back to the 77 Lancers to help them offset costs for the students and make it an activity that's affordable for students to be involved in.
Fundraising is just one aspect of this event. Lead percussionist Zayden Hoffman says the bond these marching bands share is rare.
So being able to collaborate with some of the high schoolers and see their genuine interest in music was pretty nice. Especially the kids who were working towards coming somewhere like here.
The 77 Lancers can be seen as a feeder program to the Maverick Machine, and Thursby wants to keep that tradition alive.
It's a pretty unique thing, and the same thing goes with the Lancers, that they're one of a handful of competitive marching bands in this part of the state.
Thursby calls this combination of Maverick pride and pies an effort to keep these musicians' dreams alive. In Mankato, Randall Gim, KEYC News Now.
The Pies in the Park event will be held at ISG Field, the home of the Moondogs, this Sunday from 5 to 8:30 p.m.